Yeah, so I'll put this in at the start, just to let you know that I ain't got enough. Well, I've put all my media, what I had laying about in my garage, everything that I got laying about, I've put it in my garage, in my van, which usually would have been enough for a narrowboat, just to what I'm on it. So there were enough media to start with. But when I turned up this morning, it's told me it's 2-pack and it's a wide beam. So yeah, as you can imagine, my first reaction was I ain't got enough gear on van. Good morning, Doncaster. Time to wake everybody up. Yeah, we've got this one to SandBlast today. They've put some sheeting on, trying to stop some mess going in, because last time we did, I think we did roof in this dock, and with mushrooms, well, a lot of dust got inside, so they're just trying to eliminate it. But I've just said to him, he's already done this before I got here, so it's likely to blow off. So there's a 95%, well 99% chance that it's going to blow off. There's a slim chance that it might stay on, but this boat, this is another like controversial, well I say controversial, this is what people are going to say why mill scale is bad. I know I go on about it in my videos, but I'll explain it again. So when we're sandblasting this, can you see it mill scale there? That's the mill scale and that's the paint. They've never keyed it up. This boat's never had like a proper key or a sandblast or whatever. So that's the reason why this paint ain't stuck. But people blame that mill scale, saying it's that that's at fault. It isn't that that's at fault, it's that that's not been keyed up. It's like even if it were just polished steel, that's just like, well, mill scale's like polished steel. There's no texture on it at all. There's no key, there's no profile. So when you paint it, obviously the paint needs to stick to something, so it's got to bite into something. So that's the reason why. I'll show you a little bit further around. It's a fairly new boat as well, so whoever's made this boat, they should have really known that that key's not going to look. It's blown off in big chunks. Then again, that's your mill scale. That's the reason why that paint's not stuck, because it's mill scale. But it's all over, it's everywhere. It's failed for that reason, because it weren't keyed up. It ain't failed because the mill scale was at fault, and it ain't the mill scale that's falling off in big sheets as people presume and stuff. Because mill scale's still on, look, still fine. Not a problem with it. All over here, look. Oh, they've ground that. That's been ground up. But obviously, when that's like that it's. How can I explain what mill scale is? It's a bit like a primer, built-in primer. Oh, that's paint. I thought that was mill scale then. It's up here, look. We've got pieces all over where it's just not stuck. Paint's not tucked to it properly. I don't know if camera's going to pick it up. Can you see it? Can you see areas where it's just been blowing off? Because this were only in for a jet wash, and because it were 2-packed when it were made, I think it's a 2018 or a 2019 boat, that should have lasted at least 10 years, probably more. A minimum of 10 years, because they put a guarantee on them for 10 years, so that's probably minimum that they do. But that's down to if surface prep were good to start with. I don't know. I see it, it's just blowing off in places. So yeah, we're going to rip it off. We're going to sandblast it back to steel. So I'm presuming it's going to be quite heavy in mill scale, this boat, and it'll still look fairly grey when it's painted, when it's blasted. But I can assure you, the profile that I'm going to be putting on it is perfect for paint. I might stay away from that actually, because there'll be a fan in there. Yeah, there's a little electric fan inside there. Is it a bow thruster? If I can do this area and then I can do that face, but I'm going to leave that plate because I don't want to shoot directly at that fan. Little plastic fan inside. I'm highly likely to damage it if I fire in. Yeah, you saw one go. Oh yeah, probably just took lockers, gas lockers. Oh, that computer. Are they wrong anodes or not? They don't look like they're sitting flush to steel. Well, they're not sitting flush, are they? They don't sit flush to steel. thought that was an idea on them. To try and get up their electrodes before the boat gives theirs up. But it's a tool pack, it's going to be quite hard, and I ain't got enough gear on van, because originally this boat, today's job was actually a narrow boat, but that got cancelled, and it should have been on Tuesday. It's now Thursday, so whoever's cancelled, they've got this one in as like a backup plan, or I don't know, one of them boats that's just floating about that wants it doing. Get it, floating about. Yeah, it's just one of them jobs that's that were just lingering, that wanted doing, but they couldn't get them in dry dock, because I think it's booked up for like 18 months solid, so when somebody cancels, obviously they'll have boats ready to come in anyway. So that's what this is. It's one of them jobs where it's got to probably be back out again on Tuesday, so these guys are going to, well, I think that's why they've done all prep work for paint already, but it's it's going to blow off. They're going to have to do it again, I know that. So they're going to end up, well, yeah, they're going to end up painting it probably if I can get done in a fair good time today, which I should do. I think they're going to get some paint on it today, or at least get it primed ready for some, and probably another coat of primer tomorrow. And this boat needs to be back out on Sunday, I think it needs to be out, because obviously the next boat for coming in is going to be coming in on Monday. So we'll better make a start. Still a little bit early yet. I know it's bright and all, but it's still a bit early to be making too much noise. So I'll load my pot up. I'm going to be using iron silicate today, and yeah, I'm not going to be using no gloves, so if anybody wants to comment, I already know, I know what it's like. I know you should wear gloves, but yesterday was 28 degrees and I was sweltering, so I'm expecting it to be the same today, so it might be 28, well, it's hottest day of the year yesterday, so what's today going to be? So yeah, we're going to do it in my shorts, but last time I did one in shorts it did hurt a little bit, because my legs are not used to it like my arms are. So okay, let's crack on. I'm waffling on her. Right, take two. Plugged in now. Yeah, iron silicate at 425 CFM, 125 PSI. No gloves, no sleeves. Do as I say, not as I do. You need covering up. Oh, this is going to be a nasty boat. This is going to take ages. I definitely ain't got enough gear up, man. Oh no. This isn't a nice boat to do. Oh my days, this is going to be horrible. A big old wide beam. Slow as hell. Oh no. Oh my days, this is going to take forever and a day. Let me go and crank my media up. I've definitely not got enough now. I know for a full fact I won't have enough. I'm going to crank my media up a little bit. Right, take three. When I say no, I ain't got enough media, I ain't got enough media to complete the job. But luckily, where I get my media from is only round corner. It's about 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away. So we can still get it completed today. I just know I ain't got enough to finish this job. Not now anyway, now I have to turn it up. Because it's a nasty boat. Well, it's not a nasty boat, it's just nasty to get off. Oh, this is a bad boat. That's because it's been epoxied. And it's still relatively brand new boat. Well, I'd say 2018 or 2019, I think. Because I've got paint stick. When it comes off soft, like when it comes off quick, that'll be, but it's not adhered to the mill scale properly. Oh, this is a nasty boat. That's why epoxy paint's way better than blasting. Well, it's been applied properly anyway. This is slow and it's eating a load of gear. I'm going to have to do sections, I think. See if I can do a little bit here. I don't know if y'all can hear my music in background, but I've got Disco Land on. This is going to take ages to start. Try my best not to bust that bag. Just a blip, come on. Just a blip. Come on. Come on. Well, I've still got quite a bit to go. Still got a lot there, about another 2 metres or so other side of this. Got to have just been a burp. No, I've done it again. No, not yet, not yet. No, doing it now. Giving it last snotters at port, that's what it's doing. Can't get a good flow. Unless it was just a big piece of media that was stuck in it. A bit of crap. Come on. Come on, just a bit of crap. Never prayed for a bit of crap before. No, it's doing it again now. Oh no! No, no, no. We're out. Well, we're nearly out. We're done. We're done. wait a minute. Come on. Let's just hope there's a cloggage. Come on, please. Just a cloggage. A little one. Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby. No. Definitely not good enough to finish that. Might get a little bit further, but I think it's pointless. We ain't got enough to finish. That's for sure. That's for sure. Unless we are just unlucky and we have got a bit of crap in pot. Come on. No, there's not enough. We're done. Keep trying, but that's a long way to go in now. Yeah, it's too far. Oh. So close, but yet so far. Now let's go get some gear. Just don't knock it off of it.
On your account, Ben?
Yes, please.
1.2 of key lash 5, yeah?
You want that?
1.2 of key lash 5.
Yes, please. Got some pallets. I think sending your mate yesterday.
You what?
Sent one of your mates yesterday. Well, I don't know if it's your mate. Yeah, so I'll put this in at start, just to let you know that I ain't got enough, well, I've put all my media, what I had laying about in my garage, well, everything that I got laying about, I've put it in my garage, in my van, which usually would have been enough for a narrow boat, just to the bottom on it. So there were enough media to start with. But when I turned up this morning, it's told me it's 2-pack and it's a wide beam. So yeah, as you can imagine, my first reaction was I ain't got enough gear on van. I tried getting it done, we got so far, and I knew I needed some gear, so that's where I've just been. I've been to get some gear. Right, let's go for it. Yeah, sheeting up didn't last very long, did it? Yeah, sheets fell straight off. There's too much wind, too much air blowing about when you're doing it with blaster. Yeah, that grey what you can see on cameras, that's mill scale, but like I said before, it was supposed to come off. Why is it on now? But we've keyed it up. It's keyed it perfect, ready for paint. I can't be arsed moving that sheet. It's probably wet and all. Not gonna see now because sheet's all on it. Well, if you like that video, do me a favour, stick a thumbs up on it and we'll catch you on next one. I'm going for a pint now, finished early enough. Good time to get some painting done for that. That's what that wants, after a nice hard day's graft. Yeah, that's lovely around here. Now that blaster's stopped making chuffing noise. Right, for anybody wondering, I drink better when I drive. Or is that the saying? Yeah, thanks for watching and stick a thumbs up for us and we'll catch you on next time.